Om Ashato Ma Sadgamaya Tamasho Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Avir Maedi Rudra Yatte Dakshinam Mukham Te Namang Pahi Nityam Te Namang Pahi Nityam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from immortality. And with your resplendent face, Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us. So we are back to our study of the Shanti Gita, Song of Peace. And Arjuna, today he will be questioning further when Krishna said that in the last two verses, 6 and 7 of the 4th chapter, we have read that tat-gasya mrisha māyā. This māyā is mrisha, means non-existing, or it is unreal. Purā prokta māyā-nidrā-vaśāt-svapnam. O Anagha, O pure soul, you, I have told you before. But agama, this also I told you. But the knower of truth, this Maya is non-existent. They don't see Maya. And agama, those who are ignorant, satyam-vijanati. They know this world is true. Everything here is true. All its emotions, all its failures, success, everything. This is the only reality. That's a Charvak philosophy. This is the only reality. Squeeze the lemon as much as you can. Ingersoll said, squeeze the lemon. Juice as much as you can out of the lemon. So, there is satyam vijanati. Why we are so serious about the world? Because I know it is true. I am going to die. Oh, I have lost my money today. Stock market has gone down. I have really, this has somebody insulted me. I'm very serious. Everything is serious because it is true. So aggo satyam vijanati. And aggo is vimohito, bewildered. Vimohito ki by tat-karma, the Maya's effect. Maya has created this magic show. But Maya's magic for the knower of truth is not, they don't get affected by that, but we agnos, ignorant, is totally lost because he thinks that the world is true and all its play is so real. Satyam vijanati. Prabuddha tattasya tu purna bodhi na sattva maya nacha karyamasya. But this same ignorant person, when prabuddha becomes awakened in the truth, tattasya, when his full knowledge dawns in the heart of a person, no sattva maya, this maya is no more any true, and no karyamasya, and this effect, this universe, what we see, that is not at all true. This effect, this world and its root, maya, both are no, is nothing is there. Then what are these? These are tama karyam. It is the tama quality, tamas quality, darker quality. Karyam, asatya sarvam, is all unreal. that cannot be visible, nadishyate, it cannot be seen anymore, purna, when that awakening, full awakening comes. It is like bhanu mahaprakashe, all darkness, and the fear that is generated out of darkness, all disappear. Bhanu prakashe, when the sun rises. With the rising of the sun, the darkness, the ignorance, and its effects. We call haunted house. No? Suppose this house which is ghosts, they live there. With this concept, I go there and see, I am very frightened. And okay, so long it is okay, but night time I am alone and in darkness. Something little door window is making little noise. Because I have the fear. Fear is the cause, and its effect, I get panicked. Oh my God, probably that ghost is knocking his head here. But if you have a big, powerful light, put the light and see, where is that? Oh, nothing. So the fear goes away. So ignorance, so long under ignorance, it will be fear and fear action, effect of darkness and its effect. Ignorance and its effect is so real, and we suffer and we enjoy. We have our all experiences there. But when awakened, there is nothing as such. Like the moon, sun's light destroys all this ignorant creation. Arjuna was. Then again, this is a good response from Bhagavan Krishna. Now Arjuna, again putting some question. That is the way of question answer. This spiritual texts are always goes on. One sided, the teacher continues to say, and another side is to put right questions and the teacher responds. So here Bhagavan Krishna is the teacher. He is telling Arjuna again, putting a question. Akarma-karmaṇoḥ bhedaṃ purā uktaṃ yat-tvayā hare tat-tātparyaṃ sugūḍhaṃ yat viśeṣaṃ kathaya adhunā. Now Arjuna is saying that akarma-karmaṇoḥ bhedaṃ, akarma and karma. Karma means that is to be done between the action, the state, akarma, and the action, karma. Karma, akarma-karmaṇoḥ bhedaṃ. What is the difference between this? You have told me, purā uktaṃ. You have kindly told me, that means in the Bhagavad Gita, akarma-no yad-buddhavam, karma-no, what is karma, it is to be understood. What is akarma, that is to be understood. And is bheda, what is the difference, it should be understood. This type of discussion has been, you did it. Tat-tātparyaṃ, that the impact or the implication of that, sugūḍhaṃ, it is very deep and profound. Yad viśeṣaṃ, and you find what is special, please tell me again. Kathaya, adhunā. Again tell me. Because karma theory is the foundation of our Hindu and Buddhist religion. And also now most of the people are in different religions. This idea is entering into it. So the question comes, O Krishna, O Hare. Hare means O Holy, O Lord. Please, akarma and karma. The difference between that, what you have told me before, please tell me that, its deep significance. Please tell me again, repeat it again. So, it's a simple question. Why do we have to know karma and akarma? Because if we know what is karma, right thing to do, that will produce right mentality, right understanding, and that will lead us to the right direction of self-realization, God realization. And if I do not know the karma, I do wrong things. The karma has its effect. Wrong things, I do not know, but I ate poison. So will it give up poison's effect? It will happen. And you know it is poison and it is nectar. And then you have its choice. And then you willingly, if I take this is the consequence, this is the consequence. So if karma, if it is known, a simple meaning, what is to be done, karma, what is to be akarma. In Bengali also say akarma. Akarma means it should not be done. It should not be, that action should not be taken. So, and akarma is also another meaning is there, beyond karma. There is no karma or without karma. So two meanings may be there. One is akarma, which is beyond karma. That means the state of Brahman, the state of perfection, state of absolute knowledge. And that which is akarma also, negative action, which should not be done. We should not follow that type of activity. Those who are willing to develop their spiritual life.
So it's not akarma is not good for nothing? Because they say akarma triki.
Mm-hmm. And that also, akarma means not doing any karma. That also another. But not doing any karma, no one's take, Gita says. That means he is a lazy guy. In Bengali, of course, they use this language, akarma. He is a akarma. Akarma means he is a lazy guy. He does not do anything. But actually, in Gita's sense, no one can be idle. If they are idle, bodily idle, mentally they are working. Emotionally they are working. They are thinking something. So no one can be without karma. Or gross physical karma or mental karma or thinking, these are karma. So mainly here we have to take these two values. What is karma? You have told me. And what is akarma? This is not to be done. Or what is that state beyond karma? You have told me. But I've forgotten that. Please tell me again. So now śrīvāsudeva uvāca, verse number 9. Vasudeva uvāca. What he said, Vasudeva said. What he said? Karmaṇi akarma-karmaṇoḥ paśyet. Karmaṇi akarma-karmaṇoḥ paśyet. Yad uktaṃ kuru-nandana. Yad uktaṃ kuru-nandana. śrīnuṣva avahito vidvan. śrīnuṣva avahito vidvan. tat-tātparyaṃ vadāmi. tat-tātparyaṃ vadāmi. Karmaṇi akarma-karmaṇoḥ paśyet. In the actionless state, akarma. Akarma means when there is no action. He who sees karma, action. Yad uktaṃ kuru-nandana. Ya paśyet, yad uktaṃ, what I have said, O kuru-nandana, O Arjuna. śrīnuṣva avahito. Now you listen again. Vidvan, O learned one. Tat-tātparyaṃ. The implication of that. Tat means that. Tat-paryaṃ means implication. Vadāmi. I will tell you what is the significance or input of that. Karmaṇi akarma-karmaṇoḥ paśyet. One word. We have to see karmaṇi in karma to say actionless. In action, actionless. That means, what is the meaning of this word? That I will describe you. So, very specific question. In karma, you see akarma. It's a contradictory word, no? In karma, how can you see akarma? That means, what is the meaning of akarma? That story goes that the gopis wanted to go to the other shore of the Yamuna river. And by that time, Vyasa was a great sage. He was also appeared there. And the gopis said, please do some, no boat. We'll have to go the other shore. So please help. Because you are a great sage, you can arrange for our. And they said, I am very hungry. Feed me. So the gopis had their what? With all milk products, variety types of. Everyone gave little, and he ate so much. And after eating so much, it is Ramakrishna's story, no? And then he stood before Mother, the Jamuna river. So, oh Mother Jamuna, if I have not eaten anything, then make way for us. And Mother Jamuna parted, and the sandy bed came out, and all the gopis and Vyasa all crossed. This is called karmani akarma. He ate so much, but he said, I didn't eat. His word said, if I have not eaten anything. Hare, you ate so much. Karma. Eating is a karma, seeing is a karma, building house is a karma, making any effort is a karma. And you said, you did so much, you ate so much of our milk products. And you are saying, not eaten. I do not eat. The body has eaten. Because he is established in that knowledge, truth followed. I have not eaten anything. Then, O Mother, please make us way to go. So it's very, very significant. Ramakrishna's stories are very simple. But if it is looked in a deeper depth, it has a fantastic philosophy behind it. It is karma is done by the body and mind. I am not doing anything. I am that akarma. Says the karma, but in karma, in action, even people see Vyasa is eating. But akarma is not eating anything. Atman does not eat anything. One can see that. From morning we did so many things. We went here and there, we walked, we talked, we ate, we slept, we did. But in all these actions, if one thinks, I don't do anything, it's the body mind doing. Really, very, very true. It is the action of my body or my mind, not the Atman. And I am not the body, not the mind, not the prana, not the ego, not this, not this, not this. I am that. No? So if one can see in karma, that means it's a great practice. You can practice in your everyday life. Say you are doing, but you should be aware. I don't do anything. My body is doing. Not to tell somebody to mislead. But it should be like that. Really, I don't do it. It's actually what I did. It's what my body did. Atman cannot do anything. Atman is everywhere. Atman is all pervasive. Atman is the reality. Rather, action is in the level of Maya, which is Maya, Mithya. Let us reconnect with the other verses. Maya, Mrisha. Maya is Mithya. You see the activity going on, it is Mithya. It is only mere appearance. But nothing has happened. It is the inaction, that's called, in the Sridhara Swami, in the explanation of this verse, it says mentioned that it is seeing Brahman everywhere. That is akarmani karma. In karma, karmani, in all action, people will see they are doing enormous work. But he feels, I didn't do anything. So the example of Vyasa is one great by Ramakrishna. And you see, the Gyanis do what? They don't get bound by any karma. We do our karma and we get our consequences. But the Gyanis, those who are knowers of truth, they do karma. They are not bound by that. Say Swami Vivekananda did. How much karma he did? Length and breadth of this country and also India, walking over by food and this and that, and doing so much karma, he thinks he has not done anything. And we think we did. I did this, I did that, I did that. I did means that I am identifying with my action, not with myself. That pure self does not do anything. So this is a great Vedanta philosophy. It's been given here in this simple word. So, 9th verse, as we read now. O son of Kuru dynasty, means Arjuna, I am going to elaborate on the meaning of what was mentioned previously about one seeing in action. So, O learned one, listen attentively. You are learned enough, but you have to listen concentratedly. Otherwise, this will not strike you. So this is a very simple formula. If we can practice, it's more of practice. If we can practice that whatever we are doing, following this Vedanta is only for not for reading, and not for only applying in intellectual discussion. But if we can apply in life, then when I am doing the action, if I think who is doing the work? It is my hand doing. My mind is motivating. Intelligence is telling me to do this thing. My ego is actually prompting me to do that. But my hand is moving this way because my mind directed it. He is the boss of all the sense organs. So all this is happening. My anger, my frustration, my joy, my pleasure, my pain, everything is action. But actually, it is all Atman is inside. I am neither of all these things. If I am that, then it will be all the time the same. But these are changing every day. Yesterday's emotion is not today's emotion. Yesterday's anger and frustration is not today's anger and frustration. So everything, every moment is undergoing that change. So that's why we have to think that it is seeing that, applying that formula. Bhakti school says, "Oh Lord, help me, feel His presence. You are the boss." And here is another process. Doing all actions, every moment if I think, who is really doing, not to tell others. People may be misguided by this. Doing bad actions, they say, I didn't do, my hand has done. That will not do. That story of the Indra and the Brahmin, that's also Ramakrishna's story. A Brahmin, he created a beautiful garden. Suppose our garden. We don't care, but he who waters and then plants and gives some fertilizer and every time watches, no? If we do some damage there, he will be angry, is it not? And so the Brahmin got mad that one cow entered and he was eating all the flowers. Actually, he got mad and he threw something and hit, and the cow is dead. But in Hinduism, cow is a goddess. If you do anything, then you are going to deep hell. So not in America or in other religions, because that is their faith. So anyway, but he has killed the cow. That is a sin. And you have to have the consequence of it. So the Jama's rule is that Jama has sent his emissary, bring that guy to hell. So, but as soon as the emissary came, he said, what for? But you have killed a cow. So you have to come and get this punishment. Then he said, I didn't do anything. Because Brahmin is so learned person. He has read these books. The karma is done by by the hand and feet or my mind. I do not do. Okay? Okay. Then he said, okay. No. The emissary had to return to Yama, the god of death. They said, wow, what happened? Well, he said that he has not killed. It is his hand has killed. See, I have not killed. I am the Atman. My hand has killed. That's the philosophy he is talking. But actually, he has not practiced that. He is not applying in life. So only saying, mere saying will not do. Mere Vedanta talking, I am Atman will not do. It's a deep practice is necessary to feel when in action. And then you know the story. Then the Lord again said, okay. He went to Indra. Indra was, the emissary went to Indra. Hey, Indra, you have to come. Well, what happened? Well, you killed the cow. I killed the cow. I didn't do. Well, no. You killed. And this. And then he said, okay. So Brahmin said that you are the hand, you are the boss of the hand. Hinduism gives authority of every organ with some god or goddess. It's total control. Your hand, my hand, billion, trillions. Who control? Who is the chief boss there? There is some boss. The eyes, you're all the eyes of the world. No? You think your eyes, my eyes. No, there is one controlling all the eyes. Hinduism puts consciousness.
Sun is the god for eye.
Sun is the god for eye. Yeah. Moon is the god for mind. Goddess for mind. And moon, with the full moon, new moon, people's mood swings so much. Anyhow, but not the physical moon, but there is a deity behind that moon, called some conscious entity behind that. Anyhow, so he went and then said, yes. Then he went into the garden and started saying, Brahmin, standing before the Brahmin. And then these guys, he went and said, wow, what is this beautiful rose? Wow, why did you get? I brought it. I brought it from such and such place. I planted it. I watered it. I gave fertilizer. I weed. I took away. How much labor I had to do. Wow, great. What is this dahlia? Or chrysanthemum or whatever. And one by one he praised. And the Brahmin, forgetful about all these things, the hand is God and God has done, Indra has done. He didn't say once. And then he said, you rascal, when you killed the cow, you said, I have killed. No? And when you did all this good thing you have done, so get your consequence. No? So emissary took them. So the question is that this is not mere saying, but it's a big philosophy to apply in everyday life. There is a gross example. One Vedanta student said that I am Atman, I am Brahman, I am not the body, not the mind, and did something which he was caught and was taken to the court. In the courthouse, the judge said that you did this. He said, sir, I belong to the Vedantic idea. Vedanta says, I am Atman, I am pure. I don't do anything. So I am not, I cannot get the punishment because of that what I am not, I am the Atman. Then the judge was intelligent, more intelligent. He said, yes, I am not punishing your Atman, but I am punishing the body which did this action. So go to jail. Just a story, maybe a story, but a good story to understand that mere saying I am Atman will not do. But if you say you are Atman, so your body is punished. So why are you saying I am punished? You are not punished, you are Atman. Atman does not get punished. Atman does not do bad action. Atman does not do good action. Atman does not get punished. Not is punishable. No one can punish. So it is all duality, you are beyond. So that is the point. So karmaṇi akarma-karmaṇoḥ, very high philosophy. In one word, if we can remember our today's lesson, I think that will be enough for another month to think about. Apply every moment. Who is doing? It is my mind is, I'm looking, with eyes are looking. Eyes are looking how? What is the power of eye? Nervous system going to brain. What is that behind that? My mind is there. My mind is guided by whom? My intellect. Intellect is guided by whom? My ego. So all actions are happening. But that pure Atman behind the eye, that is my real self. It does not do anything. Huh? So, to every, how much analytical one should be to be a true Vedantic person. And doing the karma, one can feel, yes, my body mind has done. If good is good, bad is bad. So I am unconcerned. As if somebody other than me, I am that consciousness and everything is projection. In the projected world it is happening. What is that to me? And that's the King Janaka could say, mithilayang pradagdhayang nome dajjati kinchana. When there was a big fire and King Janaka, who was a Brahmagyani par excellence, he was sitting and he was giving a discourse. And no, not discourse, he was listening to the conversation of the sages. Many sadhus came discussing about Atman, Brahman. And that time, there came a news, the palace is in fire. That time, Arjuna, this Janaka said, let the Mithila, the whole town, this whole town of capital, Mithila, Mithilayang pradagdhayang, let it be burned to ashes. What's that to me? No me dajjati, nothing burns me. I am the Atman. See, it is his responsibility to take immediate action. He is akarma state. He is not doing any action because he is established in this knowledge. He does not need to do that. But if it's only superficial talk, what they will do? He will run immediately to take action and guide, tell, do this, do that, do that, do that. No. But he is totally established in the knowledge. There is a story, funny story added with it to make it little juicy. The sadhus who are meditating and they're discussing, I am Brahman, I am Atman, they went there and they take a bath and they have their only, how many property, wealth they have? One chadar, one cloth, upper cloth, one lower cloth. No, that was hanging somewhere. And they're discussing with, and they started running to catch those things because they may get fired in the fire and burn. Meaning, this story it is story. So story has two aspects. I am saying I am Atman, I am a monk, even if I have attachment. My attachment makes it so important. Giving up this spiritual discussion, I am running, I am giving value to my cloth, one piece of cloth. And the king, whose entire kingdom, wealth, prosperity, how much, everything in the capital, in his palace, and he is totally detached. So that is the point. This story gives both sides. So don't be superficial. That's the point. That is to think that, yes, of course, not that no one was there in the monk who were detached. That is not the point. But this focus should be on this knowledge. So śrīvāsudeva, so he says, karmaṇi akarma-ja paśyet. This word, in karma, one who sees akarma, in action. Jad uktaṃ, what I have said. śrīvāsudeva avahito vidvan, now with full attention. Now again, pay attention to this. Oh, wise one, I am telling you the implication of it. That is the verse number 9. Now, 10th verse, he is now going to explain. Bhavati svapne yat-karma, bhavati svapne yat-karma, swayanasya na kartrita, swayanasya na kartrita, pasyati akarma-buddhaha, pasyati akarma-buddhaha, sanna-sangam na phalam yata, sanna-sangam na phalam yata. Bhavati svapne yat-karma. Bhavati in the svapna means in the dream. Suppose last night you dreamt. How much work you did? You ran, you ate, you make friendship. So in a bhavati, svapne, in the dream, yat-karma, all the activities you have done, swayana purthita, swayana, that body who is lying down, it is not involved into it. It is just lying down. No, it has not, doership is not in the body. It is happening in the subtle body. But this body is just sleeping in the bed. It has no connection there. See how, if we can meditate on this point, how clear it becomes. You remain without action. Your body remains without action. Even you think that you are doing action. Dream is what? Dream is your mind is creating all these things. So mind is mental activity going on so much. Not mental. When in dream we think, I am doing. I am running away. There is a tiger chasing me. Oh man, with a gun, suddenly started shooting. I am running away from that. Or I am eating a good meal, breakfast, lunch, or I am with my joking, smiling. All these activities are going on. This body, sayanasya, is lying now. It has no identification, no connection with it. No? So there is no doership with any of the activity that occurs in the dream for a sleeping person. Paśyati akarma-buddha sam na sangam na phalam yata. Similarly, the example is coming because similarly, when he wakes up, paśyati akarma-buddha. Buddha means waking up. When that same person who was seeing dream and doing so much activity in the dream, when he wakes up, he sees no association with the activity. When I wake up, I say, hare, I was dreaming. I have no association with that now. When I saw, I saw. But when I wake up, I don't see anything. I have no association excepting my memory. Association, sometimes we get affected, heartbeat. If we are totally frightened, that you can reaction-wise, heartbeat will be started pounding. But that's a different thing. But that is no association. When you get settled after 5 minutes, your heartbeat also goes away. You get yourself engaged in other activity. You don't identify with the dream activity at all. Dream activity is an impossible thing to associate with when you are awake. But when you are not awake, in the dream, everything is true. And you are involved into it. So similarly, we are now daydream. This is daydream. That's a night dream. This daydream. In daydream, everything is correct. Everything is sure. Everything is real. Someone praised me, I am in a high mood. Someone insulted me, I am down. Someone does whatever activity, everything is true. And I identify with that. Then actually when you wake up from this dream, long dreary dream breaks, then you say, Shankaracharya says, Kaggatam, Kinavanitam, Kutra-līnam, idam jagat, adhunā iva māyā-nidrā-vaśāt-svapnam, nastikim mahad-adbhutam. This is the verse from Viveka-chūdamani. When one gets up, he will say, where goes this world? Kaggatam. Where disappeared? It's so realistic world, so much of good, bad. In the world of duality, so much is going on. Auspicious, inauspicious, holy, unholy, sinful thing, pure thing. Where did it disappear? Just like a magic show. It's gone. That's why Shankaracharya is saying, Kaggatam. Where did it go away? Kiravanitam. Who is that magician who took away that magic part, the world magic? Kiravanitam. Kutrolinam. Where did it disappear? I do not know. This beautiful art, these stars, these galaxies, so much of varieties, things of creation. Where did it disappear? Kutrolinam midam jagat. Adhunā māyā-nidrā-vaśāt-svapnam. Before, just now, before my dawn of knowledge, I was seeing them. Here also, before my awakening, the dream I was seeing, it was so frightening. Why did it go away? Who took away? Why did it disappear? The same question. This question Sankara is putting. Where did it go? Atra linam kudam jagat adhunā māyā-nidrā-vaśāt-svapnam. Nastikim, nothing is there. What a mat adbhutam, what a strange phenomena. How it happened? Where did it go? How can it go? So see, this is the response. No? Okay. So, paśyet akarma buddha san no sangam no phalam jata. He does not get identified with the dream or its effects. Similarly, when one awakens in the self, he will not be identified with this dream, this thing what we see. There is nothing to frighten. That's why Gita says, who is killing whom? Even if you see this, he is killing himself. He is in one form the killer, and he is in another form the killed. He is in the form of a sinner. He is in the same form of a holy. It is all he, there is nothing but that. See, the end of all experience. So, effect of how beautifully Sankara Bhagavan has explained here, the svapna bhavati svapne yat-karma. That karma, what is done in the svapna, in the dream state, shayanasya, the person who is shayana, lying down, not kurtrita, he has no ownership, no doership. The body does not feel I am doing. No, now I have walked, I entered into this room. This body says, I am done. But in that body, when you are dreaming, a dream body doing, this body does not associate in any way. At the same time, they are all connected so closely. That means it's possible. We can separate out. We can disidentify. The body is doing body's work. That's why Swami Turiyananda always used to say again and again, Deho jane, body knows, or dukkha jane, and the sufferings and miseries which come in the body, let them know. Oh my mind, mourn, tumi ananda thako. Oh my mind, you stay in your blissful state always. That means you identify with your Atman, not identify this side. I can identify this way, I can identify that way. But we are habituated to identify on this way only, this. All the sense organs, perceiving the sensate world, it is all we are engaged in that way. But when it is turned this way, avritta chakshu, then amritattva vichan, desiring that immortality, turn inward. And then you say, you don't do anything. It is the body mind is doing. How long? So long ignorance is there. So long the connection is there. This computer is working so long, Wi-Fi is there, but connection is there. If the disconnection, The Wi-Fi will sit, the machine will be sitting here. It will not function. Huh? But does not mean Wi-Fi connection is gone anywhere. So this is the point. People sometimes think how it is possible that it is there also, at the same time we have no awareness. Yes, we are not aware because we are not connected, but the people or learned people have connection. They know this is happening because of this connection. That's why you call it detachment. Attachment, detachment. Now the 11th verse. Svapna-vyāpāra-mithyātvāt. Svapna-vyāpāra-mithyātvāt. Na satyam karma tat-phalam. Na satyam karma tat-phalam. Ato akarma-iva tat-karma. Ato akarma-iva tat-karma. Dashtanti kamata śrīnu. Dashtanti kamata śrīnu. So, svapna-vyāpāra-mithyātvāt. Because it is a svapna, dream. Svapna means dream. Because it is a dream affair, svapna-vyāpāra. It is the affair of a dream or dream. Because of the dream, akarma, svapna-vyāpāra-mithya, and unreal. Dream is unreal. We all understand now. You don't need any logic, any other proof, because we know. So long we see the dream, it is there. When the dream breaks, that is gone. And it is only the action of the mind bringing old impressions, and they play, create and recreate. Mind has the power, so much creative power. That's why creativity expresses through art, literature, in the real life. That same mental power, creative power, destructive power also. People are killing Twin Tower. That's also power that comes out of the mind, understanding and thinking. So this power, it is both the mind.
Someone is suggesting that microphone should be pulled closer.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Very good. Okay. Now it's okay.
Much better.
Very good. So, svapna-vyāpāra-mithyātvāt. Svapna-vyāpāra, because of the svapna-vyāpāra, the affairs of svapna or dream. Because of the affairs of dream, they are not real, then what will happen? Na satyam karma tat-phalam. Then as a result, what you see, there cannot be any action, and there may not be any result. In the world, suppose you cook for 1 hour. You will see the food is there. If you eat now, it's okay. If you don't eat, it is there. After 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, you see that it is there. But the night time you cooked a meal in the dream. Now you wake up, find that meal. Where is the meal? Can you find anywhere? A mithyātvāt. The dream created objects also vanish as soon as you wake up. Is it not? Good example that you have earned a lottery, $1 million. And the check came to you in dream. Just imagine. And you are very happy and you have just kept it in your some purse or somewhere. Now wake up and find that check. Will you find anywhere? So you know that is that dream and its actions or effect or whatever we got it, good or bad. Similarly here, when one will be awakened in the consciousness of the divine, all its effect, your bank balance or your lack of bank balance, bankruptcy, or your beauty or your ugliness, or your ugliness means I ugly look. If I think I'm ugly, okay. All, where does it go? Boom, in one stroke, vanishes for the people of illumination. They see only Brahman and all the cause and its effect, the Maya and its effect, all vanish at a time. As we really experience every day, someone is giving me a good meal, and suddenly the dream breaks. Or somebody calls you, hey, hey, come up. Here is that urgent thing. And you get, really, you disturb my meal. But find the meal again. Okay, I'll take the meal little after half an hour. Where is the meal? So, Sapna example, dream example is very helpful to recognize our present condition, to break this longer dream, shorter dream, longer dream. So it says, svapna-vyāpāra-mithyātvāt, na satyam. They are not true. What is not satyam? Karma. Karma, you do any bad action, good action, bad action in the dream. And that does not stay when you wake up. And its effect, you are getting punishment or you are getting reward, that's also gone. Karma and its effect, both are gone. Although, therefore, akarma-iva tat-karma, dastantika-matasrinu. Therefore, akarma eva tat-karma. Akarma is karma. What does it mean? Therefore, the action in dream is really non-action. Hence, listen to the proofs that are elucidated using this example. Now, this is the example. Remember this example. Then it will help us to understand what is happening here in our real life, in our so-called real life. So this example of the dream is drishtanta. Drishtanta means the example. This example we have to apply in dashtantik, in our real life, when we are analyzing this material universe in which we are living, eating, sleeping, whether that is true or untrue, or like the dream, it's karma, you are crying. Good karma, bad karma, why did I do? That's why Vedanta says, don't repent. Say I am Atman. And when the light will come, as Ramakrishna said, 1,000 years dark room, in one striking of the match, all will go away. And all the dream created world and its punishment or its reward vanishes in a twinkling of a moment as soon as you wake up. Similarly, this world drama, its real existence and its severity or its whatever reactions we are feeling, is just like that, it will vanish. So, very great idea, no? Great idea. Vedanta says this, that's why it makes sink in our head and our understanding that this really you can see, we work. In dream, you see, you work, you feel, everything is there, but still it is not ultimate truth. So long you see, that long it is there. When you stop seeing, there's nothing. That's why stop seeing the world, see the Atma. So use this example in applying in day-to-day life. Take the example of the dream, and in the dream I did good job, I was rewarded, and or I was punished. I had good earned money, I have good fortune, whatever I had. As soon as it breaks, all this fortune, all these failures, all this wealth, prosperity just appear in a split moment. Similarly, this world appearance in which we are there, we are to work, we are to react, but knowing that this is a magic show. Use that drishtanta example in this field, in your day-to-day life. Dream experience, think again and again and again and again. People try to understand the meaning of this dream sometimes. Why this, why that, why that? Actually, there may be some meaning some people may find, but what is the meaning? Meaning is this. Dream meaning is all false. How many times we become rich? How many times we become poor? How many times we become frightened by the environmental situation? How many more times we were excited and having good fun? No? So this is all, but nothing is real. Nothing remains. They are just imagination. It vanishes as soon as one wakes up. Waking call. That's right. Wake up, the note. Swami Vivekananda in Sannyasi gave. First one. Wake up, the note. That is in the forest, deep forest. That I am that. I am bold. Say I am that. No? Sannyasi in bold. Say. So, Om Tat-sat. That means that I am that song. That Om is the only reality. That song. That is only the truth. And not this. So waking up. Okay, we'll end here today. So we'll do the from 12 next time. So I end it here. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om, Tat-sat, Sri Ramakrishna Panamastu. So next Tuesday and week after, no? Both the 2 week Tuesdays. No. One class will be given by Swami Mahājaganāth.
No, 16th will be class.
Next week, this class will be cancelled. Next Tuesday, and week after that, Swami Mahājaganāth will speak something on this class. You can check on the EA. Okay, if there is any question.
Yeah, there are 2.
2 questions. আজকে কত?
2 November, 2nd November.
Thank you for suggesting this beautiful book to read. Really, it is very grand. That's why it's called scriptures are like, what do you know? It is like a sugar cane. Sugar cane outside is hard. It's what is called the sheath is very tough. Your throat may be cut, but if you know how to chew, then it will get this juice. The scriptures are like that. Scriptures are juice, but we need to squeeze and how to bite it. So otherwise it is a dry discussion of Brahmanatman and Maya every day the same thing, talking again and again. Here are 2 questions. Goodness simply suffers from the dilemma that he is missing out on so many of worldly enjoyments. How to keep one steadfast under the influence of such allurement? You know, this allurement is the world, no? That is the way. If the allurement is not there, who will be attracted to this world? Tell me. If there is no touch of little joy in the world of sense experience, who will run for that? That is the magical play of Maya. So that will be there. This dilemma will be there. So many worldly, really, we are missing so many worldly enjoyments. This time we are listening to this Shanti Gita. people can have some fun. Yeah, 2 blocks down, we can go and can see that how all our people are engaged in dancing and singing and is it not? So is it not foolishness? We are sitting here and Brahmanatman dream, Maya. Oh yes, that is the thing. So many worldly enjoyments. But we have to understand that if we try to squeeze as I was saying, squeeze the scriptures, you just take this thought today. Just think how every day I dream, how many times I dreamt, and what is the impact with me now? Some intense dream sometimes we remember. Many dreams we forget. And the effect is nothing. You be a king or you be a pauper. In the dream, whatever you have become, nothing is affecting your real life. Similarly, just what happens. So, shall I be engaged in these little things of the world and run for it and be ultimately no, like a dream, it vanishes? Or shall I go for something which I can feel continuously in that joyful state? You may say, what is the proof? Proof are the great saints, sages. Rama, Krishna, Christ, Buddhas, Rama, Krishnas. There are the proofs in the world. All the saintly people are the proof. How they give up the petty allurements. It is difficult. That's why this spiritual path is called difficult. In the Katha said, it is said that Shurasya dhara nishita durattaya durgam pathastat kavayo vadanti. Kavayo means the knowers of truth, the wisdom, people of wisdom say that the spiritual path is as if walking on the razor's edge. Why? Because we have to not to get attracted or caught into this thing and that thing and that. Why? Because you are searching for higher joy. You know, with this dilemma may be there, but we overcome that even in our everyday life. A student who is very fond of watching movie or going to the friend for party, he or she also gives up his or her fun or joy when there is an urgent need in the school or in job or in there is a what you call work is to be finished within certain particular date. No, then they sacrifice. But here also in spiritual life to attain that higher joy, these things we have to give up. But if we get a little touch of joy by meditation, prayer, or discussion, then we'll be attracted more and more. That's why music is there, reading is there, inspirational quotes are there, lectures are there. So, how to keep the mind that way so that we profit. And our mind cannot be empty. Don't think you can keep your mind empty. Don't give the worldly joy and don't give the God's joy. If the mind does not get joy, you will get joy. You will have to get joy from some source. So we have to direct our mind towards this type of noble thought, which is our own experience. And then when the mind gets a taste, cane, as I have given the raw example of the cane, and chewing the cane in a particular way to your throat does not bleed, but you get the juice. Similarly, there is a process to get this juice. That is, the Guru gives us the direction. Our Upanishads are giving the direction. We are reading this Bhagavad Gita, they are giving the direction. If we, through that little juice, little we get, that's why it's called bhajanānanda. Ramakrishna said. The ananda from bhajan, but singing, dancing in the name of God, chanting the name of Lord, praying to Him, sing. Whatever way we get, then this influence can be reduced. Second question. The great Matri sadhakas of Bengal, like Ram Krishna, Ram Prasad, Kamalakanto, lived such an exemplary life, but when we observe an average tantric or Matri sadhaka, his way of doing sadhana is so tamasic and seems to be so misdirected. Does it mean that Tantra is generally misunderstood by the larger population? Yeah, your question is the Tantra. We see the Ramakrishna-like people utilizing in a highest ideal, seeing Mother everywhere, which is the goal of Tantra. But there are people who are worshipping Tantra for other purposes like sex or power or energy. Okay, but that is also a path. So we cannot say misdirected. I will say that type of food is liked by that type of person. And all types of food is available, sattiko, rajasiko, tamasiko. You give it to Ramakrishna, he will not be able to take the path of tamasa path. When it is given by Bhairavi Brahmani and Ramakrishna went into samadhi. What's the question of bringing the mind down to their sex level or anything? It went into samadhi, no? So, but these type of people who cannot give up lower things, this is a process through which they undergo and train themselves to ultimately they reach the same destination of Tantra. But at this point, we should not be involved into those things, knowing that that will delay the path. But there may be some people who are fit for that type of training. Everyone in the world is fit for so many things. One likes to go to military. So if someone tells me to go to military, I will just try to get an excuse for any way I like. Oh my God, killing people or with a gun and this. You tell me whatever, you give me whatever, I am not going to do that. Is it higher or lower? No, it is the tendency. My tendency is my tendency. But there are people, I saw one announcement, one announcement, they want to have what is called choppers who can chop the head in one stroke. Announcement, public announcement, and eight vacant posts are there. So, will you go to have that job? It's a high-paying job. Will you go? You cannot. But there are people who will go. So, God's world. So, spiritual life is also such. Very sattiko type of sadhana is there. Rajasiko sadhana is there. Tamasiko sadhana is there. Ramakrishna said, Mother prepares food for all types of children. So, this is the child who likes that food, and that is the way, otherwise he will starve, or he will fight, he will kill himself, he will do destruction to others. So that food is for them. But we have to be understanding, yes, from our perspective, we should not take that path because this is the path of rational thinking, pure path. That is, many saints and sages have realized God much safely I give the example, it is a freeway journey. And a good GPS and freeway journey. So we will take that. But some people like to go roundabout way. That's also one path is there. So, right?
One person just asks that to upload all the chapters. So we are putting them in the description section.
Yeah, in the description section, you can see now itself. There is the verses, what as we have read already. And every day we are putting that so you can get it. Past things also you can find in the past lectures. And description side, you will find the mantra, all the verses, what we are reading. And this running translation.
Not running translation.
No, we don't give the
verses.
running translation. We give only the verses. Okay, so thank you all.
Gospel class.
Huh?
You will give the gospel.
Oh yeah, I'll give the gospel class tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.